Hey everyone, welcome to Investor Watch, and today we're going to talk about Cathie Wood and her investment firm ARK Invest. Cathie Wood has been making waves in the investment world in recent years with her bold investment strategies and her focus on innovative and disruptive technologies. Today, we'll dive into her investment strategy for 2023 and her top 7 stock picks for the year. But before getting to all that, make sure to hit the subscribe and like button to help me out and get more great Investor Watch videos. Cathie Wood's investment strategy is all about finding companies that are at the forefront of innovation and disruption. She's not afraid to take on higher levels of risk and invest in companies that others might consider too risky. In fact, some of her biggest wins have come from companies like Tesla, which many investors were skeptical of just a few years ago. Tesla is one of Cathie Wood's top holdings, and it's not hard to see why. The company is leading the charge in the electric vehicle market and is poised to benefit from the transition away from fossil fuels. Tesla has also been expanding into other areas like energy storage and solar power, which could be major growth drivers in the years to come. Tesla currently produces more than half of all EVs in the market. This could make them highly undervalued or overvalued, depending on how easily you think other manufacturers will be able to scale up production. That's the big debate on Tesla's valuation in 2023. There's no debating that Tesla's profit margin has been consistently going up. In 2021, it was about 10%, and in 2022, it jumped to almost 15%. This increase will slow with Tesla's recent price cuts, but those have boosted overall sales. So assuming we don't run into a recession, this stock looks pretty strong at the moment. One EV sleeper I think is an interesting play you would never expect is GM. Their PE ratio is so dramatically lower than every EV company right now, and they are supposedly transitioning into a 100% EV company over the next decade. At some point, if they do go totally EV, their valuation will have to come up closer to other EV producers. Tesla's Smart Score shows that every investor class is positive on Tesla, while the news is bearish. This marks a perfect time to buy in my opinion. Another company that Cathie Wood is bullish on is Teladoc Health. Teladoc is a telemedicine company that connects patients with healthcare providers remotely. This has become increasingly important in the age of COVID-19, and Teladoc's business has been booming as a result. Cathie Wood believes that telemedicine is the future of healthcare and that Teladoc is well-positioned to benefit. Teladoc's debt has skyrocketed since 2020, and their net income for 2022 was alarming low, coming in at $13.6 million. This was due to an acquisition of Livongo, which blew up in its face. This stock is down 91% from its all-time high. The question for this stock has to be, is the worst over? If you believe in the management and their strategy, then this is a moderate to strong buy. 5 years from now, the price it is today will look like a steal. Square is another of Cathie Wood's top holdings. Square is a digital payments company that has been disrupting the traditional banking industry. Square's Cash App has become increasingly popular among younger consumers, and the company has been expanding into other areas like small business loans and cryptocurrency. Roku is a streaming media company that has been growing rapidly in recent years. The company's streaming platform has become increasingly popular as more and more people cut the cord and move away from traditional cable TV. Cathie Wood believes that Roku is well-positioned to benefit from this trend and that the company's advertising business could be a major growth driver in the years to come. Analysts are rating this a moderate buy, however, insiders have been selling this stock. 2022 marked the first year Roku's profit margins went negative. As other streaming providers are becoming known for the quality of their original content, how does Roku stand out in this environment? If they already have cash issues without producing tons of fantastic content yet, and before their advertising business is fully scaled up, I personally would rather wait for Netflix or Disney to become undervalued than take a chance on Roku. Zoom Video Communications is a company that needs no introduction at this point. The video conferencing platform has become ubiquitous in the age of remote work and has been a major beneficiary of the COVID-19 pandemic. Cathie Wood believes that Zoom is here to stay and that the company's growth prospects are strong. Zoom stock plunged 62.3% in 2022. Net income was down 76% versus the pandemic high of 2021. However, the company continues to produce healthy amounts of free cash flow and is in the market leader position in its industry. Shopify is an e-commerce platform that has been disrupting the traditional retail industry. The company's platform makes it easy for small businesses to set up an online store and start selling products. Shopify has been growing rapidly in recent years, and Cathie Wood believes that the company's growth prospects are strong as more and more consumers shift to online shopping. Although Shopify stock is up 286% over the past 5 years, recently it has been on a downtrend due to the company's lack of financial strength. As investors look to slowed revenue growth overall, companies with lackluster free cash flow have and may continue to take a hit. You can see where analyst expectations have dipped. The stock price has begun to correct for this. The question is, will e-commerce revenue actually go down this year? If so, this is currently a value trap. If not, then it could be a very good time to take advantage of the market overreacting to recession fears hitting this e-commerce company. Finally, we have Coinbase Global, which is a cryptocurrency exchange platform. Cathie Wood has been bullish on cryptocurrencies for a while now, and she believes that Coinbase is well-positioned to benefit from the growing adoption of cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology. Coinbase stock is up 80% in 2023. This is purely a Bitcoin play, so as the price of Bitcoin moves up, the stock price of Coinbase will too. I am bullish on Bitcoin over the medium to long term, but still think there could be some downside ahead. Internally, I don't like Coinbase much. I think their management is just adequate. Eventually, a better crypto company will become publicly traded, but until then, Coinbase is the best if you want relatively safe exposure to cryptocurrencies. So, what's Cathie Wood's investment strategy for 2023? Well, it's more of the same as her strategy in previous years. Cathie Wood believes in investing in innovative and disruptive companies that have the potential for significant growth in the future. She's not afraid to take on higher levels of risk and invest in companies that others might consider too risky. She also believes in a long-term investment strategy and is willing to hold onto stocks for years, even if they experience short-term volatility. If you're interested in investing in Cathie Wood's top stock picks for 2023, you might want to take a look at some of ARK Invest's exchange-traded funds, ETFs. These ETFs are designed to give investors exposure to innovative and disruptive companies in various industries. Some of ARK Invest's ETFs include the ARK Innovation ETF, ARKK, the LRK Next Generation Internet ETF, ARKDA, and the LRK Fintech Innovation ETF, ARKF. That's all for today's video on Cathie Wood's investment strategy for 2023 and her top stock picks for the year. I hope you found it informative and entertaining. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to get more great videos like this one.